Blessings and welcome to this collective energy update. As we move through the new moon in Leo and into the Lion's Gate on 8/8, there are expansive energies in the field. There are shifts happening in our collective consciousness. As star seeds, light workers, and empaths are awakening to their true potential, as you are awakening to the divine creative spark within yourself. And this is bringing online your gifts and your talents. This is bringing online your psychic abilities and connecting you with your soul family. And as you access the energies that are available in this new golden age, in these golden timelines of your highest potential, you're able to move into your highest timelines through the quantum field. And you're able to move into your highest self, into the actualization of your greatest potential to embody the soul mission of why you came here. So welcome to the channel. I am Asha's son, making the ancient future modern and available as we are able to access this ancient wisdom. Here, as on the leading edge, we see the synergy of how everything is connected. So let's get into it. These shifts are coming online because you've been clearing on a cellular level. Maybe you've been moving through some deep clearing processes. Maybe you've been letting go of relationships or karmic patterns that no longer serve you. And maybe some of those energies have been surfacing at this time where the energy feels a bit sticky. Maybe there's even some energies that feel a bit gross. They just feel like this old, dense energy. Patterns of scarcity. Patterns of where you did not feel seen, respected, heard, or met in relationships. Even if you're in a timeline where these are actually in your manifestation shifted, this expanded energy is actually bringing up that gunk to be cleared out of the chalice of your heart. So you can be empty and open to receive this new energy. A powerful practice at this time is to take up that gunk and offer it up to the divine, to open up, to clear and let go and surrender that for that medicine to be able to be transmuted and to be able to receive the new energies. So maybe you're grieving the old self, the old life. Maybe it feels like things are out of control at times because there's these transformation and shifts in your consciousness are happening so quickly. And we can't control everything. So the more that we're able to surrender to the flow of life and to let go of these energies, to be able to clear and open up our heart, the more we're able to open up our heart, the more we're able to alchemize, as well as what is within the lower energy centers. We're able to bring those dense energies into the light of our loving awareness. And through that, this is opening up you to greater love, to greater community, to community, and to be able to feel more connected and to attract your soul tribe. And as that shift is happening, you may also be feeling ascension symptoms such as lightheadedness, sometimes maybe feeling dizzy or ungrounded, or even having really wild dreams. Maybe lucid dreaming, or maybe processing while you're in your dreams. Maybe your spiritual guides are coming in and helping you to transform these patterns while you're sleeping. You could be sleeping a lot more. You could be sleeping in, you could be sleeping later, because this is helping you to reset your system. Maybe old traumas and patterns are coming up in your nervous system in order to be transmuted and cleared. And as you are able to be met, as you are able to be vulnerable and authentic, as you're able to meet these parts of yourself or have that sacred reflection from other people, it allows you to be able to alchemize this. And as you are, you're able to experience that clearing. You're able to experience that healing. And as that healing occurs, you start to shift more into a state of open-heartedness, right? And as we know, the heart is not just a pump, the heart is a valve that opens and closes depending on how receptive we are to that love. And love is not just a feeling, love is a field that is also a vortex that emanates. And the more that we're in alignment with that vortex, the more we're in a state of flow. The more we're in a state of flow, the more we're attracting our dreams into reality, the more we're in a state of being magnetic. And the more that we are magnetic is the more authentic we are. And the more authentic we are is the more embodied we are in our true self, and allowing ourselves to be in that expression. And so maybe as those old fears are coming up, the more you're able to lean into that expression of authenticity. The word vulnerability means to show your wound. And the true peaceful warrior has the strength in vulnerability to no longer fear fear, and to be able to know that they choose to be authentic, because there's no such thing as permanent safety in this world. That's an illusion, right? What is available to us is an option to trust or to not. To trust in ourselves, to trust in divinity, to trust in those we love, even when things are uncertain, because nothing is truly certain, because change is the only thing that remains. Change is the only constant. Anicca, change. The Buddhists called it impermanence, right? And the Taoists call it the Tao. It's the way that is also constantly changing. There is a spiritual path through life. In these ups and these downs, we are always moving through. So as you're going through this process of purification, the true awakening is within our heart. Our heart is the bridge between heaven and earth. You are the medicine. You are the bridge, and you are the one you've been waiting for. And you are the one who will wait no longer. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are the ones who will wait no longer, because we are the change. We are the medicine. And so we are bringing through this shift, through embodying these experiences in our everyday life and bringing it into practice, understanding this is the mystery school called life here on earth. And this is our opportunity to do our training from the spiritual plane here on earth, to be able to embody that dance, that wu wei. And that in this divine duality, where you are no longer resisting, right? Because what you resist persists. So when you embrace and you allow more flow. And this puts you into a state of empowered creator, because you are no longer reacting to life, you are responding consciously. And this is how you open up your power. This is how you open up your gifts. This is how you share your gifts. This is how you share your medicine. This is how you share your light. And you act as a beacon the more you tap into that state of alignment, vibrational alignment. It's all simple. It all comes back to your vibration and tuning your vibration into alignment. And so that is what the energy at this time is allowing you to do. The number 8, turn it on its side. It's an infinity. We are infinite spiritual beings having a human experience. So what really is abundance, right? Is abundance how much money you have in your bank account, or is abundance how much love you have in your heart? Ideally, I'm sure you'd like to have both. right? Because there's people who have so much money and yet they don't have love, they're not happy. There's people who have so much love, they don't have much money, they don't really seem to care, right? But how you can have both to be New Earth leader. Right in that moment, I needed to go get my amulet from the Medicina campout, which is where I just was, this powerful gathering of star beings and earth beings. And this cobra represents the ability to see from a higher perspective. And these rings represent community and the ripples that we make through the star of our heart. Because this is the time when we lead ourselves, when we step into our power, when we step into our sovereignty as divine expressions, as clear channels. When we step into that flow state, as you follow your bliss and your passion and your purpose, and you take the leap to do it, you need to go first, right? When you invest in the new earth, you're sending a ripple out. When you invest in your purpose, in your passion, in yourself, you are saying yes to yourself. And so you coming through that, out of that energy of walking away from toxicity, right? And programming into this alignment and into health and into love and into happiness and into wealth and abundance. Actually, your wealth and abundance comes from the love of your overflowing heart. As you actually awaken this dormant energy within yourself. And you may be having Kundalini awakening experiences. You may be having medicine experiences. You may be having a spiritual awakening. Because this energy is amplified at this time of the Great Awakening as we're going through this ascension. It's the individual's experience is a reflection of the collective. But the value of the individual is that the individual is an actualization of a God spark, of that unity wants to experience a unique expression through an individual. And these individuals all are a part of a greater web that is a collective, right? So your soul family are all reflections and refractions of that shared light, of resonance, right? You feel it when you meet them. And so we're sharing these codes, and these codes then unlock these codes within your DNA, because we're all part of a greater puzzle, right? So the true abundance, right, is to move into collective consciousness and realize that it's not all about who's the dude. You know, it's a co-creation. And when we're truly co-creative, we realize that everybody has a gift to share, and everybody carries a spark, and everybody matters, and everybody has value. And as we start to value the other, because we've healed ourselves, we don't even have to present ourselves as a healer to others in order to be a healer, because you're a healer just by having healed yourself and living as that example and loving, being the love that you wish to see, is truly being the change. Because what we truly need is more love on this planet. Love is the most powerful medicine on this planet. Love is magic, right? And love is the divine union of the masculine and feminine polarities within ourselves, and is actually a transformational alchemical process that is happening inside of ourselves, of the twin serpents, of our DNA, of the flower of life. Zoom out, these are all the same thing, looking at from different perspectives, right? So this is the power that is coming through. This is the energy that's coming through at this time, this infinity. So as we move through the Leo new moon, this is about charisma. This is a new moon, is a time of planting seeds, right? And then it comes into fruition during the full moon cycle. Now, right after the new moon in Leo, right, we have 8/8. Lionsgate, as they call it, is in alignment with Sirius, and also that of the Lyrans. And during this energy, you have the lion heart activating. You have this courage to step more into your expression, to step more into your authentic self, to step more into your gifts, where you no longer have to hold back, where there's no longer something even in your way. You are able to put your paw forward as the lion you are, and to step and stand in your ground, in your truth, in the truth of who you are. And through that, you're allowed to let that roar come out. You're allowed to let that utterance of the divine voice that is vibration, that is your word. Your words are spells, right? Your words, how trippy is this, right? Words are literally thoughts made a thing, right? They're literally a physical manifestation of ideas, right? You are literally shaping air into a sound, and a sound is actually a physical thing, right? You can measure sound, right? Look at cymatics. There are frequencies of sound vibrations that make the patterns of sacred geometry of the flower of life. Why is that? You can repeatedly measure them, but there are specific frequencies that create these patterns that are symmetrical, that are how a baby's cells divide in the womb. They're the way that a flower grows. They're the way that a star explodes. They're a way that the energetic packets of information that are atoms spin around each other. There's a reason why there's a divine pattern underneath everything, right? And you can measure them because this is where the true leading edge of where science meets spirituality. And in a way, science is just catching up to ancient wisdom. And now where these merge together, this is where we're at the leading edge. So now, the shifting of the abundance and the wealth paradigms on the planet are moving into collective consciousness, and the sovereignty of the new earth leaders, of the empowered individuals who are using and redirecting that energy towards the greater good, and towards and in alignment with nature and Gaia, and to help bring those gifts forward, and those medicines and the healing waters, the codes of the waters, and the sacred knowledge, and the organic food, and the community gardens, and the educational initiatives, the new paradigm, right? So these new paradigms, the energy is now ripe for the shift into this new golden age, for them to actually be empowered with a redistribution or distribution of financial prosperity, financial abundance. And this is also happening as the financial system is going through a collapse and a rebirth. And now you're going to see more and more New Earth leaders actually rising into financial prosperity. And we're going to see more and more of us moving out of struggle and into thriving, right? And through our gifts actually being supported, right? Actually being empowered in our actual gifts, right? We're no longer going to need to work jobs that we don't like and that are part of the old world. And if we did, that was part of our light work. And now more energies are coming available for us to be able to be a part of the new paradigm, to be able to actually be financially supported in the expansion. The actual expansion, the financial, is matching the expansion. And it's actually a reconfiguration of the energetic matrix of our financial matrices that are existing in another financial matrix within the 5D New Earth that we have been doing light work on other dimensions, on the higher dimensional frequencies now anchoring here. Now, both worlds will continue to exist. This is a timeline split that's happening. And but which path are you on, right? Because if you're on a trajectory of this system, you're looking at financial freedom, right? You're looking at financial sovereignty. We already know what the other path goes to. And so putting our attention and our focus on this is also allowing us to realize that where you put your attention is where your energy flows. And energy is the force of creation. Consciousness is the true cause, right? So to study ancient wisdom if you go to my website, you can see that there is a free guide. There's a high vibe guide that has information on practical metaphysics, as well as a collection of books that are in the public domain by people like Napoleon Hill and Neville Goddard that talk about how our consciousness relates to manifestation and to abundance. And I think that this information is coming back out at this time because it's actually very relevant to the shift that's happening right now. So if you'd like to get that free guide, sign up for my email list at ashasun.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to hit like and maybe share it with a friend and comment with what resonated. And also, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to be notified of future videos. Also, celebrating that the channel just got approved to be monetized. So the only monetization feature that's on right now is that you can buy super thanks. If you want to donate and support to the channel, get your comments pinned, that's now available on the channel. So celebrating that expansion. All right, peace and many blessings.